Hey folks, this is Matt once again. Sorry about that. Pretty much I wanted to do sort of a short version of did these two BS tests I did with my friend Mike, OCP. And I figured, give you that's the long version and the description time codes of where my friend Mike and I in our worst of 2014 and our best of 2014. Sorry, just a little under the weather still. That's why after I upload these, I'll probably take a little bit of a break. At least maybe a week or such. But sort of the short version of the films I liked and disliked in the year 2014. And of course, I'll start with the worst first in this difference. Sort of a shorter version. There were direct-to-video films that I didn't like. I mean, of course, the one that pissed me off the most was Turtle Power. Documentary, the definitive documentary on the Ninja Turtles, which I followed for 5 years since 2009. Even kept in contact with one of the guys behind it. And the guy in this forum that I went to kept always saying, "Oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Support it. Tell websites." So yeah, I would tell websites, I would tell all these people, I would make videos, I interviewed the guy, for for this channel, and it's not there anymore. But all this stuff and all this stuff and all this stuff, getting in contact with people, even got in contact with the Indie Video Game Nerd, and then for this thing to come out, and even I was asking him about what the deal was. He's like, "Well, we got in a rush at the last minute, and all this talk of why you make it sound like it's over. It's not over." And I'm like, "Yeah, over, under, head up, ass. Okay, I don't need to have another head up my ass type of dialogue with you, asshole." And I'm gonna call him an asshole because I feel like an asshole and a jackass for supporting this piece of shit for 5 years. And then it gets the fucking praise in the past of an ass. Because it's better than nothing, and why don't you go out and do it yourself if it's that easy? I never said it was easy, but if you don't talk about it for 5 fucking years and ask people to do this, and this, when you come out with a documentary that calls itself definitive and then you give some bullshit explanation as to why your word works, and then some people are like, "What, you're just mad because it's called that?" I'm mad that you don't go out your way to talk about something like the fucking Coming Out of Their Shells tour that barely anyone fucking remembers, where they went on concert stage in shitty costumes and sang songs like Walk Straight or, Pizza Power, but yet the other 70% of the history, nope, we're not. Ninja Turtles 2, we don't talk about for 30 seconds, and those 30 seconds we don't say the film sucks. Ninja Turtles 3, we don't talk for another 30 seconds, we don't say, well, it was better than part 2, which I'm like, what? And that's all you did, a minute on those two films. We're not going to mention the 2007 movie, not even the new movie. We're not going to mention the 2003 cartoon. We're not going to mention the new cartoon. We're not going to mention all the other various comic books like Image or Body Count or well, they barely mention the Archies. The new series of comics that are out right now. Barely, not even going to touch on the video games. Not going to touch on all this other stuff. But thank God they talked about the action figures. Thank God. Let's not talk about the other stuff that happened from like 1993 to 2014. The live action TV show, not even to mention it. From 1993 to 2014, there's one thing they talk about is the fucking coming out of the shell. I don't even know when that was. Was that before 93? It could have been before 93. I don't remember. If it is, then from 93 to 2014, they don't talk about anything. They act like it was only 5 years and then it died out and never heard from again. But it's called The Definitive History, an 80-some minute documentary that has nothing else to it. That's footage that they shot and they decided not to put in just because. That is kept in some fucking vault they have. And not bothered to interview. Hell, you had a picture of Brian Tochi, the voice of Leonardo in the first 3 live action movies, and he's nowhere to be seen in the doc? There's not a single person who voiced the turtles in any of the movies in this whole entire thing. You don't get the guy who voiced any of the turtles in any of the movies, but thank God you got the guy who played Danny, and he's in it for like 50 seconds. Yeah, he had a lot to say about it. But don't get the guy who voiced Michelangelo in all 3 of the first live action movies, or Brian Tochi, which you had in your fucking photos. This I have footage of Ernie Reyes Jr. talking about Secret of the Ooze. You just got him talking for 20 seconds because he, was in one of the suits for the Donatello in the first movie. But nope, no one who voiced it, nope. Just the 80s cartoon. I could yell about that a lot, but I already did. Turtle Power was bullshit. Oh, I said that was bullshit. Sector 4, shitty direct-to-video film with Olivier Gruner. Even one of the people who worked on the film sent the film to me, and they thought it was shit. And they actually got back to me, and they really enjoyed the review, which was really nice. cheap blowjob of a movie. Blowjob? Yeah, because it sucks dick. Seems so fucking dark you can't see anybody on the screen. Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies. Yeah, Roddy Piper fighting zombies and you fucked it up. You fucked it up because once again the budget is low. It sounds like everyone sounds like they're dubbed. And someone worked on the film, sent me an explanation, but I forgot what it was. A lot of missed opportunities. I mean, there's been a shitload of direct-to-video zombie movies that have more fun, like, at least blood squib fight stuff than this movie. I mean, Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies, fun, silly concept, and you fucked it up. I mean, I talked about it in that movie. In that review of that movie. The only thing worth a shit was Roddy Piper. See No Evil 2, sequel that didn't need to be made, where everyone dies and Kane lives, I guess, for See No Evil 3, who has a shitty mask that they put on some people who are burn victims. Give Kane more dialogue for some fucking reason. And it's directed by 2 women who are hot, but nothing about their directing was impressive in the slightest. Knights of Badassdom. Okay, LARPing. They made LARPing look like it's fucking boring. Maybe it's not boring in real life. It made it look fucking boring in the movie. Script was crap. The humor fell flat on its face. And the ending, they ripped off fucking Tenacious D. The Electric Boogaloo, the Canon film documentary. I thought that sucked because I actually like Canon films. And that film was 95% of bitching about these movies. And even then, when they talk about movies that you like, they don't really say anything about it. American Ninja. It was going to be Chuck Norris. And Michael Dudikoff. He's in there for like the only time in the whole doc. Really wanted this. So, trained. That's all you did about American Ninja. Wow. Mind-blowing documentary. Whew. I learned a lot of info. Delta Force didn't really learn much of anything. Just like a kind of one hand, a little tidbits from behind the scenes. Over the top about how much everyone hates the movie and how everyone else thinks Over the Top is the piece of shit. But I love Over the Top with Stallone. I love that movie. I think that movie kicks ass. So that wasn't fun. Wasn't fun at all. Yes, I'm not saying the whole movie had the documentary had to be a fucking circle jerk where everyone, oh please, more, sir, more. But when it's 95% of bitching and this sucked and that sucked and that sucked and that sucked, if I actually like canon films, why the fuck would I want to watch it? Hey, this sucked and 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 this sucked. Alex Winter, Death Wish 3 sucked. This movie sucked. Death Wish 3 sucked. Fucking Over the Top sucked. King Solomon's Mines, was cheap. Alan Corman Lost City of Gold was cheaper. Yeah, Richard Chamberlain, he barely got stuff to talk about. Hell, it made me want to fucking watch Masters of the Universe at the end. Because I'm like, man, maybe it's not that bad as at least these guys make it sound like. I want to watch that movie again. I don't like the canon film documentary because I actually like canon films. Transcendence was a very fucking boring piece of shit movie with Johnny Depp. Pretentious as fuck. Slow as a snail's pace. Snail pace. Transcendence was a pretentious fucking movie. That I watch it made me think of fucking Lawnmower Man. It really did. A person going from one to the other. Instead of virtual reality, is computers. And becoming more godlike. Only Lawnmower Man turned more into a thriller, but the guy was being a villain. Here, you're not sure if he's supposed to be a villain or Johnny Depp's actually trying to do the right thing. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck about anything going on in the movie. Thought Transcendence was a piece of shit, but I didn't put on my list because I forgot about it, and because I don't remember anything about it. So there's some movies I fucking forgot to put on that list. So I only had 10 movies on that podcast I did with my friend Mike. Transcendence, I completely forgot. I forgot. Oh shit, that's right. I forgot about that movie. Protector 2, that was another movie I fucking forgot about. Horrible Tony Jaa movie. Horrible Tony Jaa film. Horrible CGI. That defeats the purpose of a Tony Jaa film that he's supposed to be doing this shit for real when you have all this crappy CGI, cheap looking shit. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I might as well call it The Amazing Shitterman Part 2. I know my friend Mike loves the film. I hate the film. I still don't think they've made a great Spider-Man movie, but I still say the best one is Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2. But even then, I'm going to say there's the only definitive Spider-Man is the 90s animated cartoon. Maybe some of the other cartoons, but I haven't seen the Spectacular Spider-Man, and I haven't seen those cartoons. But the comic books, back in the day in the 90s cartoon to me are the definitive Spider-Man, not the movies. This one, I thought Jamie Foxx was over the top trying to be like Edward Nygma, Jim Carrey from Batman Forever. He had a goofy fucking look. Hell, if you don't have Jamie Foxx, just have him look normal. But just be like Giovanni Ribisi in the episode of The X-Files. There you go, that could be Electro. Just have Jamie Foxx be a normal guy, but he has these powers. Why not? Does it have to be fucking part of the Blue Man Group or a cousin of that guy from Watchmen? It's my birthday, time to light my candles. Whatever the fuck he said. Just nothing to the villain. Just a boring villain who is pissed despite he doesn't love me. Girl sucks a spider dick. You're so in love with him. Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy was cool. Did not give a flying fuck about the parents' subplot. Couldn't give a fuck about his parents. To me, it led to fucking nowhere. Just ooh. Oh, here's a subway hidden. Ooh. Oh, okay. They were kind of like spies, kinda. Whoopity fucking do! You could have completely cut all that out. It would have made a difference. Would have made the film shorter. And this film was fucking boring. It seemed like the action scenes were really far and few in between. It's like I barely saw any Spider-Man in the Spider-Man movie. And even then, he made some shitty jokes. Even though this vehicle was mauling down, like, fucking up 50 cars, he's like, hey, how's it going, buddy? I'm like, hey, there's 50 cars just running through. Can you stop them? The windshield, the wheel is right there. Just reach around and stop it. Or stop the truck and then banter. Now he's mowing down 50 fucking cars. And then, serious Dennis Leary ghost. Stay away from Gwen. Now. And then the fucking ending with the spider web that becomes a fucking hand and grabs Emma Stone. I went, too many fucking villains. If you're not going to do Rhino right, why the fuck put him in the movie? Yeah, who he's not. Then why does it have to be Paul Giamatti in an over-the-top stupid accent? Why can't you have a jacked-up, badass motherfucker as the Rhino? Hell, you could have just a big motherfucker, like a Vin Diesel, Brock Lesnar. Hell, give fucking Brock Lesnar as Rhino. Why don't you just do that? Brock Lesnar, he's nicknamed the Rhino. He's a big motherfucker, and yeah, the Rhino suit would be silly, but I mean, you could do something. Put Rhino and it was fucking pointless. Just to have something for the trailer shot. The part ready to fight and then cuts away. Great. Even though there wasn't that much fucking action in the movie in the first place. And I want a goddamn movie about the Man and Spider-Man already. I'm tired of this teenage romance shit. There's more problems in life than can I get lucky and can I get some nookie. Spider-Man was all about, hey, can I get laid? Let him become a goddamn man. God damn it. Where's the Man in Spider-Man? Can we have a man someday? I was never a big... I think the 90s cartoon did it better. And my fucking camera froze.
Okay. Twice the fucking camera froze. Maybe I need to cool down. Maybe the camera is getting excited from my hostility. Yeah, I'm calm, camera. Can you calm down now? The Lego movie. Saw that. Thought it was a fucking overrated as hell film. I'm sorry, I don't like the fact that Will Ferrell and the kid, you find out that everything that's going on is because it's fake, kinda. Like everything that they've been doing is because Will Ferrell controlled this and the kid controlled that. I don't know, it just something about that. It's kind of like Turtles Forever. I love Turtles Forever, but I hate the last fucking shot where you realize that everything going on and it's the comic. Just like, oh yeah, it's not real, and I'm like, I don't like that. Turtles Forever, I would just cut that bit out. I mean, and I just didn't think it was funny. I'd never played with Legos, so it's not nostalgic to me. Just my opinion. But at the end of my top 10, I mean, I already talked about this on that podcast, so it won't be too long. Number 10, Ride Along. I put it at number 10 because I'm like, this generic as fuck comedy made $100 million, over $100 million, and it's getting a sequel. I have a poster to The Golden Child. It didn't make that much fucking money. There was no fucking sequel to The Golden Child. People hate the movie. I don't know why. That's a hell lot better movie than Ride Along. Hell, I saw an Ice Cube buddy action comedy that was better than this. It's called All About the Benjamins. Ride Along, Kevin Hart, he's an overrated talent. Overrated comedian nowadays. I thought he was terrible in Grudge Match. I thought he was terrible in this movie. The action scenes were extremely lackluster. The plot was nothing. The laughs were nowhere to be seen or found. Ride Along, I don't know why the fuck he made all that money. I don't get it.
Number 9 was Sin City 2, A Dame to Kill For. This game isn't fucking to kill for. Maybe kill yourself. Because it's just a fucking lame, lazy, too little, too late sequel. It's a sequel that, to be honest, they could have made the sequel years and years ago, but they didn't. And Robbie Rodriguez, Robbie Rod, wanted to do shit like Red Sonja, and then that fell flat. Now he's trying to do Fire and Ice. And I don't give a shit about the fucking For Dust on TV show because I don't give a shit about Robbie Rod. He produced Predators, which was fucking shit. He's done a lot of movies. Machete kills himself, which is shit. All the actors look fucking bored to be in this movie. Mickey Ward just like his makeup or the way they shot him, just weird. And like his first segment, really nothing to it. Pretty much, hey, where'd I get here? And then gets on chases a couple kids in a car, then goes to this place and fucks up the kids and leaves. Not that exciting. Joseph Gordon-Levitt gets in a two-parter for some reason. A two-parter where all it is he's good with cards, goes in a poker game, wins, spends the money, gets the shit kicked out of him. His lady dies. He goes back, finds out Powers Booth is well, I guess he knew all along that Powers Booth was his real dad. Or he finds out, I fucking forget already. But Powers Booth is his real dad. He beats him again. He's like, yeah, after tonight you'll know that little old me beat you twice in the same night. And Powers Booth shoots him in the head. And I had to take 2 parts, 2 segments to tell that fucking story. One was shitty because Jessica Alba is not that great of an actress at all. And Bruce Willis looked bored as the ghost of his character in the first movie. And the one with Josh Brolin was just fucking boring. Fuck Sin City 2. Number 8 is RoboCop, RoboCock, RoboBucati. Another fucking generic PG-13 remake, and I said it best in that podcast. The original film had a heart. This film was just steel. Cold, hard steel. Up your ass. You know, this whole thing in this remake about the Tin Man, if I only had a heart. Exactly, movie. If you only had a heart, which the original RoboCop has adrenaline, visceral, badassness, definitely gory, better acting, better cast, better villains, like I was going to say Michael Ironside. That's Total Recall, which they did a shitty remake of that as well. Clarence Boddicker. You don't have a bad guy like Clarence Boddicker at all in the remake. Or Ronnie Cox's character. I mean, Peter Weller did a great job as RoboCop. Joel Kinnaman did a what Kinnaman couldn't shine the fucking metal ass of Peter Weller's RoboCop. Lame, lackluster, limp dick action sequences. Stupid soundtrack like I fought the Raw and the Law Run. Law. I fought the Law and the Law Run. And a fucking Sonder in a training scene with yodeling. Hocus Pocus by Focus. Fuckus. Should have been Pantry but called Fuckus. RoboCop. I fuck that movie. I already. Number 7, Transformers 4 or Trainee 4. If you like the film, fine. To me, it just made me realize just how shitty these movies are. That and Super CHUDs. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes. It does not need to be 2 hours and 45 goddamn minutes. These new Autobots that come out of the fucking nowhere. And great, they're lame Autobots. I'm sorry. Optimus Prime, cool. I wish they'd just give him a movie by him fuck himself. The way this movie ends, where he goes off into space and goes, I'm coming for you. What? Can I see that movie? Can I see that movie instead of this movie? Or the other 3 movies? Can I see the movie where Optimus Prime, first scene, he's in space, he's going to, where's he going to? to Cybertron 2 or whatever. Where's he going? A whole world made of machines? A machine world? That'd be cool. Optimus Prime fucking up Decepticons? Maybe there's Autobots there and he rescues them, and that's a better movie than fucking Marky's Funky Bunch and a fucking boring ass boyfriend and his boring ass daughter that looks like the girl from the third movie. No mention of Shia LaBeouf or any characters in the previous films. They just disappeared. Even though I thought Bumblebee's supposed to be Shia LaBeouf's protector, but no, he's here just fucking around. Still can't talk, even though he talked at the end of the first movie. What the fuck? Marky Mark, I'm fucking tired of his ass. I'm tired of his face. I want to punch him in the face. Oh, I'm all thug. You fucking want to be... You're 3 seconds away from being John Wiener. John Cena was his 39. It's John Wiener. Fuck yourself, Marky Mark and his fucking funky butt. I'm tired of his fucking face. I'm tired of his fucking ass. Get the fuck off my screen. Get the fuck off movie screens in general. Please. Go to your fucking Wahlburgers and eat a dick. Eat a dick burger with cheese on it and onions and potatoes and all the fucking bullshit. Take everything in the fucking bar and put it in there and shove it in your face. You can shut up. Hey guys, I found a transformer. Great. Now have him shoot you in the face. Hate that fucking movie. Yeah, a couple of decent action scenes. I hope so in a fucking 2 hour and 45 minute running time. And the Autobots are lame. Oh, here's John Goodman who has a fucking cigar. Here's Tim Watanabe as a stereotypical... Oh, he's a samurai. And he calls Optimus Master because he's Asian. And one that wants to be fucking Jason Statham. I swear, there's like a green one or whatever that wants to be fucking Jason Statham. What happened to the fucking female one in the second film? There's like a... Wasn't there like a female one? Where the fuck is that? Where the fuck are all these other ones? They're just dead. Just fucked. Every time a new one comes up, the old ones like fucking disappear. One dies at the beginning of this. That's the medic one. I think it's Ratchet. I'm shaking my head because I hate the fucking stories. Just it's the same fucking story in every fucking movie. They come down, humans are assholes, humans want to say, fuck you Autobots. We either take Bumblebee in the first movie, or fuck you Autobots in the second movie, or fuck you get off our planet in the third movie, or fuck you, we're going to kill you all, and then we're going to take your dead bodies and make fucking Galvatron comes up from that. It's the same fucking movie in every fucking movie. 4 fucking movies of the same plot. You can't tell me you can't do anything more with the story. And this was not a story that needed 2 hours and 45 minutes to do. Marky Mark and his fucking Funky Bunch family of fuckheads can fuck off. God. Damn it. That's why I didn't pay money for this shit. Because I knew it would be the same fucking thing. And I used to like the other Transformer films. But fuck them. Fuck them all. Fuck all the Transformer movies. They can all kiss my ass. Every single one of them can kiss my fucking ass now. The first one, the second, the third, the fourth. They can all kiss my ass. Super CHUDs help that too. And Tranny 4 help that too. And Transformers 3 help that too. They all can kiss my ass. They all can suck a dick. They all can go to hell. Fuck that shit. And I heard that Michael Bay is going to go to Thundercats. Great. This is what you did, folks. Hey, it's your fault who paid your money to see Tranny 4 and make $1 billion and Super CHUDs. Fucking Ninja Turtles wannabe. You paid for it, now you're getting it. I didn't pay for jack shit. It's not my fault. I want good movies. Like John fucking Wick, which I went and saw in the theater. Guys, this... Nah, it's not there. I had a ticket there. It's not... I had a ticket for John Wick. It was over there. Number 6 is Tusk. It's a fucking movie that Kevin Smith smoked a blunt and talked for like 3 hours on a podcast about this. Oh, I heard about this idea. It's really crazy. It's a guy who says, "Hey, how about you come over and you gotta dress up as a walrus? And what if?" And this is his fucking pot-filled head. A movie where it's just Justin Long as an asshole podcaster along with Haley Joel Osment, who doesn't get work apparently anymore. But Justin Long, he answers an ad. Michael Parks talks a lot. It's a movie so that Kevin Smith made this so that Michael Parks can have lawn, 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 lawn dialogue scenes. And about how Justin Long wants to make Justin Long into a fucking walrus. It's not funny, it's not scary, it's not that disgusting. I'm sorry, Kevin Smith, I'm not gonna be disgusted when I saw fucking The Human Centipede and a Serbian film. I hate those movies too. And yeah, I would say those movies are worse. I mean, a mouth being sewn to an asshole and a baby being raped. Yep, Kevin Smith, you got to be better than a fucking asshole being sewn to a mouth and a newborn baby getting raped. Like a Serbian film. Wow. Congrats, Kevin Smith. I like Kevin Smith's early films. Lately, he's made nothing but shit. And he's getting all these jobs. Why the fuck is he getting money? He's getting money for fucking a Jaws movie about a fucking killer moose. He's doing another fucking movie about yoga hosers. That's what it's called. Then he does another movie called Hit Somebody. And then Torch 3 after that. Why is he doing all these goddamn movies? Red State sucked. Cop Out did suck. I know, it took me a second time to realize that. I know, I admit it. Zack the Mirror Maker Porno sucked. God damn it, Kevin Smith. Stop smoking the joints. Stop passing the reefer. Number 5, Sabotage. I don't want to watch a bunch of assholes. And if I don't give a fuck about a single person, why the fuck should I care about mystery with, wow, they're getting killed one by one. Who's killing them? Why should I give a fuck if they're all assholes, jerk off, buckethead, limp dick, putzes, butt fucking pain in the ass, assholes, fuck, this is the who busted, dusted, fucked it ass. Great. Rob Zombie must have written this. Fucking fantastic. Everyone's an asshole, and even Arnold. Did you find out what he did? And the trailer lied. Fuck Sabotage. Number 4, Dumb and Dumber 2. I do enjoy the first Dumb and Dumber. The Farrelly brothers are dumbasses. They fucked up, they did a shitty job. Took all these years to make such a fucking stupid, I know it's meant to be stupid, but just a lazy script. Lazy. Fucking lazy. Hey, let's pull a catheter out of Jim Carrey's dick. Let's put our hand up an old woman's cooch and dust comes out. Let's have a cat eat a bird and fart out feathers. Let's have we get to see that Jeff Daniels' character, when he was a kid, had like peanut butter on his balls and the dog licked it. Wow, such lazy. And Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, they were not even that good in it. Piss poor performances in a piss poor movie with a piss poor script. Such a lazy movie. Number 3, Goddamn Zilla. I know a lot of people like this film. If you like it, fine. But don't give me this shit of, well, it's like the original films. I can name a dozen Godzilla films that has more Godzilla than this. by a long shot. GMK, guy who directed Gamera, that has a shitload of Godzilla. An undead Godzilla. A badass Godzilla. Kicking ass. In fact, almost every Godzilla film in the 2000s, they at least have more Godzilla action. They have a shitload of Godzilla action in it. And there's not a single Godzilla movie other than maybe Godzilla's Revenge, which was just pretty much a cheap movie that they used like footage of other movies. That's the one with the little kid and imaginary friend is Godzilla's son. The other movies, I don't remember a single one where 50 minutes you don't even talk about Godzilla. For 50 minutes. Name one Godzilla film other than Godzilla. Probably even Godzilla's Revenge. They probably at least mention it. And the kid's best friend is Godzilla's son. Name one Godzilla film where 50 fucking minutes there's zero Godzilla. There's zero talk. You don't see him. There's no mention because it's Bryan Cranston. His wife dies because of what happens at the plant. And his boring ass fucking son who becomes a boring soldier with his boring wife and his boring kid. Bryan Cranston going batshit crazy. Tim Watanabe staring about these mutos, putos who have fucking AIDS. And them going off there and Bryan Cranston going, ah, and being killed because of the mutos. At least 50 fucking minutes. 50 minutes. And even after that, it's like, oh, we see a tidal wave. What's so special about that? You never saw stuff like Deep Impact? There's a fucking tidal wave in the 1998 Godzilla movie. Fuck. You never saw a fucking wave before. Oh, and here's his tail. Okay? I know what the fuck Godzilla's tail looks like. There's been like 20 fucking movies before. I mean, this movie acts like no one has ever seen a fucking Godzilla movie in their life. And oh, the tone of the original film, from the first 5 minutes, whatever was happening was because of Godzilla. Boats are coming pulled down because of Godzilla. People are scared because of Godzilla. People are worried because of Godzilla. In the original fucking movie, here, there's nothing for 50 fucking minutes. And don't even this shit, well, you see a blink and you miss it during the opening fucking credits. It's a blink and you miss it during the opening fucking credits. And even then, you barely see him. Oh, here's Godzilla. And then, cot tease, cot block. That's what this movie is, a gigantic cot block. Do people like being cot blocked? Oh, but I got to come at the end. No, you didn't. It's more like, oh, Godzilla, oh, well, he tripped over himself and he fell down twice. Oh, he killed one with his tail. Oh, he shot his atomic breath, but it didn't do anything. But he shot his second time and it killed the motherfucker, and that's when he got, oh shit, for the second time. That's all he did at the end. That's it. He only has like 7 minutes of screen time in the entire fucking movie, and some of that includes, oh, here's his tail. Here's a tidal wave. Oh, what was it, Vegas or whatever? Oh, there's Godzilla standing. And then it cuts away. Great, I got to see Godzilla stand. Yay! I got to see Godzilla stand. Holy shit. I cream in my pants because I saw Godzilla stand. I saw an undead Godzilla fuck everybody up in GMK, which did not cost a fucking $100 and some million in 2014. GMK, an undead Godzilla, fucking everyone up. Back in the early, like 2001. But this one, all you needed was he killed one with his tail. He shot his breath, didn't do anything. Got his ass knocked down and beat up for most of it. The most of like the 3 fucking minutes it was. Intercut with wooden soldier, kick ass, more like lick ass, numbnuts. Where's a bomb? No emotion. As my friend says, he sounds like Mike Tyson. White Mike Tyson. Where's my family? Hey family, you gotta wait. Yeah, wait there. Yeah, I can't go to you even though you're my wife and kid. I should be worried if you're okay or not, but I gotta stay here. I gotta stay here because I'm the only guy that knows how to disarm bombs. And apparently the entire army doesn't have anyone who disarms bombs except me. Well, Godzilla films aren't about the characters. There's no Godzilla! The fucking Muto Putos are fucking generic fucking creatures. They're some of the most generic designs in any Godzilla film I've ever fucking seen. The little rejects of they were doing Cloverfield. Nah, that won't work. Nah, that won't work. Then someone fish them out of the garbage and go, oh, let's use this for a Godzilla movie. And then fucking the director says he's going to do the same cock teasing in the sequel. Good job. Because everyone loved it, so of course he's going to keep doing it because people loved it. Maybe if people were like me and said, you know what, this shit fucking sucked, maybe they'd go in a different direction. Fuck Godzilla. Goddamn Zilla. Number 2, Expendables 3. Yeah, if you, again, you want to watch a movie where, speaking of 50 minutes, about 50 minutes of the movie, there's no Expendables in an Expendables movie. Wesley Snipes, he is barely used. And when he is, for stupid effect. Jenna Lane, Jenna Lane. Or, what were you in prison for? Tax evasion. Jason Statham barely had anything to do. Dolph Lundgren had nothing to do. Wesley Snipes barely had anything to do. Stallone, his character was a dumbass, giving away his position. Stonebanks. Arnold was there to cash a check. Jet Li, even less screen time to cash a check. Shoot from a CGI fucking helicopter. Some bad CGI in this movie. And the guy who directed this is directing the Raid remake? Great, I'm glad that shitty directors get jobs. Unless you want to bet that the directors of John Wick, just like Michael Davis directed Shoot 'em Up, they probably won't get another fucking job directing, but the guy who directed the shitty Expendables 3 gets the Raid remake. As if we needed a remake. Of course, shit goes up in Hollywood. Shit floats to the top. Expendables 3. Yeah, if you want to watch PG-13, lame, drain, fucking boring movie. Terrible action scenes. The fucking scene where they first see Mel Gibson, that whole car chase, bad like green screen. You tell that it was done, like the close-up the actors were done in the studio. And don't give me this, well, it was only, no, believe me, I saw a DVD version of the movie. I didn't buy it, but I saw it recently, because in case people ask me, I go, nope, yep, that's what I saw. Didn't change. I don't give a fuck about the unrated cut. Unless it's a completely different movie that doesn't have these young motherfuckers who are useless. Here's a guy climbing, and he sucks at it, because he slips and it floats away in a CGI parachute. He's on the team. A guy loses a fight on purpose. Great, he's on the team. A guy's able to shoot a gun. Great, you're on the team. A girl with a fucking mole fights in a shitty fight scene in a bar. You're on the team. Wow. If I piss in the wind and it succeeds, do I get to be on the team too? I have a Rambo cap. Is that now? Can I be on the team now since I have a Rambo cap? You're on the team because he has a Rambo cap. All right. I'll be more of an expendable than these motherfuckers. And then Dolph Lundgren, let's not use him. Robert Davi, he's in it for 10 seconds and he dies. I don't mind Harrison Ford. I don't mind Mel Gibson in the movie. Yeah, there's good stuff I could say about some of these movies. Transformers 4. There's a couple of good action scenes. Special effects are good. Godzilla, the effects are good. Bryan Cranston, I liked. Expendables 3, I liked Harrison Ford. I liked Mel Gibson. I liked that Harrison Ford said the F word. It's cool to hear Harrison Ford say fuck. That was cool. Not much more I can say about it. Did a bit of rant on Expendables 3. And number 1 is Super CHUDs. I'm tired of talking about this movie. What the fuck can I say about the wannabe Ninja Turtles? I call them Super CHUDs. It's to use the fuck out of me that I see a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie in 2014 and I expect martial arts and badass fight scenes and some badass action like in other big budget movies and superhero movies and comic book movies. I'm sorry that I expect them to be the title characters, be the main characters of the movie, since they all have distinct personalities that you could play off and have actual characters instead of having Megan Fox take over the entire fucking movie. I'm sorry that we need Cybertron fucking Shredder. They pretty much stole the fucking design from that asshole in the Wolverine samurai. Knives coming out of his fucking nose, lips, dick, and ass. Splinter is a child abusing motherfucker. I don't care what excuse you make. Take your kid and lift him by the neck. See if you're not choking him when you do that. When you take your kid and, like he did with his tail to Raphael, lift him. Do that to your kid. See how that works out. And let me know. And they're ninjas because they found a book and they read a book. And then when they were kids, they looked at Gwen Stefani videos. And there's no fucking brotherly interaction. You can have Mighty doing pranks on Raphael. Donatello trying to fix stuff and people keep bugging the shit out of him to try to fix everything. Hell, even the typical actual Leo and Raph have an actual fight and make up at later. Like they did in the first movie, the 1990 movie, which made sense. Mighty goofing off and Leo saying, hey, you shouldn't goof off so much. That's the only just handful that, hey, filmmakers, I can give you that for free. You want to see how this shit's done right? Watch Guardians of the Galaxy and how they do their characters. They're the actual stars of the movie. And they actually talk with each other, as well as having badass moments. Because they're the stars of the movie. And they actually bond with each other. And they actually have little arcs. Each one of them. Holy shit! Guardians of the Galaxy did it! So you can't tell me it can't be done when when a movie came out in the same fucking month that did it. That's what infuriates me even more. Guardians of the Galaxy. Fine. If it didn't have the best action, like Guardians of the Galaxy doesn't have the best action, but the characters worked. If the characters in the Turtles worked, which people say they do, you're full of shit. I know that's un-PC for me to say, but you're full of shit. You don't know the fucking Ninja Turtles. If you think they did them justice, you don't know the Ninja Turtles. Because they were barely in the fucking movie. Mikey, all he got was, he's horny, he wants to fuck April, he farts in his brother's faces, he likes Orange Crush, and he has a boner. Donnie, he snorts because he's a nerd, he has glasses because he's a nerd, and he squeezes. They got guns because he's a nerd. Leo there was a guy named Pete who voiced him, but then they got Johnny Knoxville from Jackass to voice him. And why? I have no idea, because Leo does nothing. Raphael, having a fucking toothpick? He might as well stick that up his fucking dick hole. Because he was a pussy, and he was a pussy. Raphael's badass. What fucking movie did you see? I saw him get his ass whipped by Shredder and not even put one successful poo or a kick in the face. No, he just got his ass kicked. I'm glad to see that. Oh, a shadow throws a fucking container. Oh my god. Heart, adrenaline pumping action. Give me a fucking break. Well, it's like the 80s cartoon. Fuck that. If you don't say it's the 80s cartoon, then make the designs like the 80s cartoon. Make the backstory like the 80s cartoon. Do the 80s cartoon if you want to do the 80s fucking cartoon. If you want to do the 80s cartoon, just do the fucking 80s cartoon. Don't be like, well, we don't make them look like, if you know, those chuds. And then someone fucking told, my friend Mike told me that someone said that the 2003 cartoon, well, they had, the turtles in this movie had the same build as the turtles in the 2003 cartoon. I'm gonna be blunt. Whoever said that, you're a fucking moron. Okay, deal with facts. The fact is, if you watch the 2003 cartoon, Casey Jones and April are taller than the fucking turtles in that cartoon. Casey Jones is actually taller than Raphael in the 2003 cartoon. While these motherfuckers are about this much taller than anybody in the fucking movie. And this much wider. But yet they have the same build as... That's what I mean. This bullshit movie gets bullshit excuses for people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And that's why this fucking movie made so much fucking money. Even people are like, that looks like shit. That looks like shit. That looks like shit. Let me pay my money for it. If you want to see the movie, there are other ways you can see it without paying your money. Like I did. I didn't pay my money. They didn't get my money for good fucking reason. If it surprised me, then hey, I'd admit it. But hey, let me check that out. Support it. Nope. Fuck that movie. A fucking R-rated fan film doesn't get funded, but movies about fucking people being turned to walrus and Super CHUDs who don't do fucking martial arts, and Kevin Eastman, go kiss your fucking rosebud of an asshole. Go rim yourself, take a pair of handcuffs, handcuff your dick to your ass, and go fuck yourself because you're a fucking sellout. Oh, they don't have fight scenes like The Raid. Then you never saw The Raid. You fucking cop blower. You know, what's the shit on Ninja Turtles 2? Well, at least he's not doing this. And they danced a ninja rap. Yeah, the motherfuckers here twerked in a fucking elevator. But you know what the difference is? In Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze, you know what they did before dancing? They kicked ass. They kicked ass while dancing. They kicked the two monsters' ass. They kicked the Foot Clan's ass. They fucked up Tatsu while dancing. Here, they see a bunch of foot. They're steered bitches. They run to an elevator and they dance. And then they got their ass kicked by the Shredder. Even the first movie, what did they do before they got their ass kicked by the Shredder? They were fighting the Foot in their lair in the streets. Kicking ass. Secret of the Ooze, they're kicking ass. Well, they're dancing, but they're kicking ass while dancing in style. In the new movie, they run away like bitches in heat, go on elevator to dance and twerk. Then get their asses kicked. But yet, that movie is so much better than these other movies. They're so much more badass because they get their ass kicked more than the older movies. And I just proved it. One's dancing, but they're kicking ass while doing it. The other, they just run away like bitches and they dance in an elevator. Dancing in one movie is wrong, but dancing in one movie is right, even though they run away like bitches and get their ass kicked. Here, they're actually kicking ass. But yet that movie is so wrong and the new movie is so right. Made no fucking sense. And this is a fucking almost an hour. Shit. Well, hope you enjoy. See you later.